everybody. My name is Alex Arzola, and I would like to talk to you guys about my experience with psychosis. So, if you guys don't already know, I have schizoaffective disorder, which is also called bipolar with psychosis. Similar to schizophrenia, but not quite. So I'm going to be talking about my experience with psychosis. So it all started on a Friday after I got out of school. It was my senior year in high school, and I was doing pretty good, getting good grades. Didn't really talk to anybody because I was at a new school, so I guess that was kind of stressful for me. Didn't really try making friends because I was previously bullied in junior high and high school. Well, not high school, but just junior high. So I kind of just kept to myself. I was having a lot of social anxiety my senior year of high school because I didn't know anybody at my new school. So I guess that could have added on to why I had the crisis and the stress, because if you guys don't already know, stress can be one of the contributing factors to causing the disorder, schizoaffective or any type of mental disorder. So, anyways, going back to the story, I was, 17 years old, well, 18 years old. It was January 2015, and it was on a Friday. I got out of school, and I was heading over to my cousin Jackie's and my aunt Roxana's house for a sleepover. I was going to stay there for the whole weekend. And so I was really excited, something to look forward to because I didn't have any friends at my new school. So I was thinking, I'm going to finally have a break from school, go hang out with my cousin and my aunt, my little cousin. So I packed my bags to go, sleep over there. I was really excited, and it was really weird that day because when I got there, I was being kind of, I don't know if it's normal or not, but for me at the time, it wasn't normal because I was really depressed, and I really didn't talk too much. So that day was weird because when I got to my cousin's, I guess I got overly happy, and I started talking a lot, and I was behaving confident and everything, and I was just rambling and talking nonstop, at their house and everything. So it was just a really weird day, after I got to, well, it wasn't weird because I felt good. I was confident, I was talking, what's weird about that? Nothing, but at the same time, I guess it was weird because I wasn't normally like that, I was normally depressed and just not talking, So, yeah, anyways, like I said, I was, confident, talking a lot. And as the night came, you know, I got kind of bored, I guess, and started, I don't know, for some reason I gained interest in religious things and meditation and all that stuff. Like, I've always been interested in stuff like that. I don't know. I've been told that it's part of the disorder, or it's a characteristic of people who have the disorder. They're interested in supernatural things. They're interested in things like that are, I guess you could say, scary things, But that night I was just like looking up videos on meditation and stuff like that. And it was actually me looking it up before I went to sleep. And right before I went to bed, I decided to go use the restroom. So I went upstairs. It was, nobody was upstairs. It was just me. I felt calm, Didn't feel scared or anything. And all of a sudden, when I was in the bathroom by myself, just standing there, in the bathroom, doing what I was doing, like fixing something that I had there, or whatever. I heard a telepathic voice in my head. And when you know that it's a telepathic voice, you hear a voice in your head, but it's like you kind of talking. Well, like, okay, let's say that you hear your thoughts, right? You can hear them in your head, like, oh, I'm doing this, like, I'm going to, pick this up right now, or whatever, or I'm gonna do this in a minute, like, what am I gonna do next, It was kind of like that, but it wasn't me. I knew it wasn't me, like, because it came from a different source. It wasn't me. I knew it wasn't me. So the voice said, "Do not be afraid. You are beautiful." And after that, after I heard that telepathic voice in my head, I felt special, I felt like God was trying to communicate with me. I felt like somebody, was trying to communicate with me. I don't know who it was. I don't know what it is. But I was assuming that it was either God, a higher power, or an angel of some sort, or something, someone of a higher power, So after I heard that voice in my head, I looked into the mirror and I saw myself glowing. I was glowing. So, and when I saw myself glowing, I thought, oh my gosh, maybe I'm part of the 144,000 or whatever. Like, I had these, stupid beliefs that I was chosen, one of the chosen few to go to heaven or something. Or, I don't know, like the chosen one, or, well, something like that. And so after that happened to me, I didn't tell anybody about it. I just kept it to myself because I believed that it was a secret, It was the secret, and I was supposed to keep it secret. So I went. After I got out of the bathroom, I went and fell asleep on the couch next to my cousin. Well, she was on the other couch, so. And that night, I woke up when it was like maybe 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Everybody was asleep in the house. It was super dark. And, I was in the living room next to the kitchen. And, I was just laying there, and I felt like somebody was watching me from the kitchen. Don't know who it was, I felt like a spirit or a presence of some sort was watching me from the kitchen. I felt like someone was watching me. So I tried to wake up my cousin Jackie because I was scared. And she did not wake up. I tried to wake her up, but she did not wake up. So I decided, to just, suck it up and put the covers over my head and try to get to sleep. So, and that's what I did, and I woke up the next morning and didn't tell anybody about it. I don't know why I didn't tell anybody about it, but I didn't tell anyone. So, I can hardly remember that day, to be honest, but I'm trying. I remember my cousin and my aunt and my other little cousin, we went to the store. I think we went to Kohl's or something, and we were just looking around, and I started to think that, God or the higher power, whatever, was speaking to me through the shirts that had quotes on them in the store. And it felt so real because my thoughts correlated with the quotes that were on the shirts. So, and they were kind of like mocking me, like the quotes on the shirts. So I thought, well, God or this higher power or whatever it is sure has a sense of humor because they're mocking me and whatever. So I kept that to myself. I didn't really tell my cousin about it or anything. I don't know why I kept it to myself. Maybe I thought, maybe I thought deep down that I was going crazy or something, or maybe, but I have no idea why I did not say anything. So after we got out of the store, I started, doing my research online about, Jehovah and all that stuff, and I started thinking that since I was born December 7th, that because supposedly, I don't know how I found out, but 7 was supposedly, in my head, the number of perfection. And I was born on the 7th, so, I was thinking, I was just thinking weird, that, I was born on the 7th, this must mean something, So, to be exact, I think it was the 3 7s that meant the number of perfection. I don't remember if it was just the 7 or the 777 that meant perfection, but, after we got out of the store, we drove home, And I started obsessing over this God thing and looking at videos about God and about Jehovah, and which I really regret, to be honest, because there's a lot of weird videos. There's a weird side of YouTube, if you don't already know. Like, there's a lot of weird videos. If you tap into the wrong video, you never know what could, you don't know if there's like subliminal messages that could screw up your mind or whatever. But, me being naive and everything, the naive person that I am, like, I would just keep on looking and all this stuff. So I stumbled across this video about Jehovah and supposedly, Jehovah. And it was a really disturbing video. I remember it had some music playing in the background that was really creepy. And it was really creepy music, and it had aliens in it and everything and all that stuff. And I hardly remember that video because the medication that, the psychiatrist put me on just made me forget, all of that. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know if this repression thing, is true, but I've heard that when,